Welcome back to the Parent Guide channel. I'm Matt Bulkley, psychotherapist and teen addiction specialist. And if you're watching this, then chances are that you're a parent who is trying to navigate really one of the most complex digital landscapes in human history. And for years, when parents came into my clinic worried about their sons and pornography, well, the conversation was pretty straightforward. Website filters, internet history, standard digital safety. But today that game has completely changed. And that's because we are seeing a massive shift in how teen boys interact with sexual content. And it's driven by one thing: generative artificial intelligence, AI. According to recent data from Common Sense Media, 44% of teens report seeing content that they believe was AI generated. But here's the kicker: about 1 in 4 of those teens reported seeing AI generated depictions of themselves or someone that they know personally. So this isn't just about passive consumption anymore, driven by curiosity, boredom, or escalating habituation. Teen boys are now creating and sharing synthetic content. Parents, in this video, we are going to cover what this fake reality is doing to your son's brain, the severe legal consequences that many boys don't see coming, and actionable steps that you can take today as a parent to guide him through it. So stick with me. Parents, to understand why your son might be drawn to AI porn or deepfake tools, well, we have to look at the psychology of addiction and habituation. So when a young man compulsively views pornography, his brain's reward system, well, it adapts over time. What was once novel becomes routine. And to get that same dopamine spike, his brain looks for novel, more intense, or tailored content. Enter generative AI. With modern Nudify apps or open prompt AI generators, a teen boy isn't just looking at an image, he's controlling it. With a few text prompts, he can customize the bodies, the poses, the scenarios, creates an illustration of complete control. So the AI escalation cycle consists of habituation. So standard content loses its novelty. Second, the customization. AI allows personalized instant creation. And then 3, objectification. Bodies are treated as software to manipulate. Well, the problem: teenagers are reporting that this influx of synthetic materials severely distorts their view of 4 critical things. One is body image. AI creates anatomically impossible, hyper-stylized standards. Second is relationship. It replaces reciprocal human connections with algorithmic compliance. Third is consent. It teaches a developing brain that anyone's likeness can be used without permission. And then 4 is expectations. It sets up real-world intimacy to fail before it even begins. So what starts as a tech experiment or curiosity, well, a driven prank can rapidly escalate into severe compulsion and devastating real-world harm. Well, many teen boys operate under a false sense of digital anonymity. So they think, well, it's just an AI image, it's not a real person, or, well, I just made it as a joke for a group chat. Well, as a therapist, I need to be brutally clear with parents. The law does not view it as a joke. Under federal and state laws, generating, saving, or sharing AI-created explicit images involving minors, well, it's classified as child sexual abuse material. CSAM is what it's referred to. Let's look at a real-world case that demonstrates just how fast that this can dismantle life. So in 2024, at Lancaster Day School in Pennsylvania, 2 14-year-old boys used accessible AI tools to turn public yearbook photos, social media posts, and FaceTime screenshots of their female peers into explicit deepfakes. And nearly 60 young girls were targeted. And the aftermath was catastrophic. Well, the legal impact: both of those 14-year-olds were charged with felony counts related to CSAM. They ended up in juvenile court facing probation and mandatory community service, thousands in restitution, and permanent criminal records. The human impact: the victim impact statements revealed that the girls suffered from debilitating anxiety and PTSD and social withdrawal. In fact, one girl stated that the incident destroyed her innocence. And teen boys often lack the frontal lobe maturity to foresee these consequences. They don't realize that pressing generate on an image could land them in court, destroy their academic future, and inflict lifelong trauma on somebody else. So how do we handle this as parents? If you approach your son with explosive anger, shame, or intense accusation, well, chances are he will retreat. Compulsive behaviors live in secrecy. So our goal is to bring this into the light. So let me give you 3 clinical strategies for talking to your son about AI deepfakes and consent. So number 1, you got to frame it around empathy and consent. Don't just talk about the rules. Talk about the human beings. Say something like, well, how would you feel if someone took a photo of your sister or your mom or your best friend, altered it using AI without their permission, and then sent it around the school? Help him to see that consent isn't just about physical contact. It applies to someone's digital footprint and dignity. Second would be to call out the fake reality. Deconstruct what AI content actually is. Say something like, well, AI images are just code feeding on hyper idealized standards, right? It's not real life, and relying on algorithms for intimacy ruins your ability to form real healthy connections with real people. And 3, state the legal facts directly. So strip away the ambiguity. Say something like, well, I need you to hear me clearly on this. Creating or sharing explicit AI images of anybody under 18, even as a joke, is a felony under federal law. It can result in arrest, school expulsion, sex offender registration, and we love you too much to let you ruin your life over a computer program. Parents, in addition to conversations, you need solid digital boundaries at home and alignment with your community. So check school AI policies, know what your son's school of conduct says regarding generative AI and cyberbullying, and monitoring on school issued Chromebooks or iPads. Next, teach platform reporting. If your son encounters deepfakes on platforms like TikTok or Discord or Instagram, teach him to report the content immediately rather than forwarding it or saving it. Next, remove tech from bedrooms. Keep phones, laptops, charging in a common area overnight. High risk compulsive browsing almost always happens late at night in private spaces. Now, if you suspect that your son is already trapped in a compulsive cycle, if willpower, conversations, simple router filters are not stopping the behavior, well, it's time to seek structured professional help. Compulsive sexual behaviors and tech misuse in teens are often symptoms of deeper emotional distress or anxiety or coping deficits. Parents, too, specialize evidence-based resources that I highly recommend for parents. 1, the Recovery Toolbox for Teens. This is an incredible structured outpatient toolkit designed specifically for adolescent pornography addiction. It includes Breaking Free Workbook utilizing cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, 101 tips for quitting porn, and a dedicated parent guide to help you as parents enforce healthy boundaries at home without destroying your relationship. And then secondly, Star Guide's Wilderness Therapy. When a teen needs a complete reset from high dopamine digital environments, Star Guides in St. George, Utah is a premier residential option. We specialize specifically in treating adolescent sexual compulsions, pornography addiction, and tech abuse. And it removes the distraction of screens, allows the brain's reward system to reset, provides an intense clinical therapy program to address the root cause of the behavior. You don't have to navigate this digital frontier alone, and your son is not beyond help. Parents, if this video is valuable, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for weekly updates, and share this with another parent who needs to hear it. Make sure that you stay updated on the latest in research, clinical insights, guidance, and support in this journey to recovery. Parents, I'm Matt Bulkley. Thank you for watching, and stay connected with your teen.